Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Commodities Update video. And today we'll be looking at techno analysis on natural gas and tradable ticker UNG for natural gas, as well as oil, US dollar, gold, and silver. And we're looking at their support and levels to most determine what the most likely scenario price will be heading into later this week. All right, let's get started on natural gas. So net gas futures here. And if you chart, some of you guys asked me chart looks different. There's no gaps. Just got to click the adjusted for contracts so that you won't see any gaps. See, there's gaps here, and when I click it, there's no gaps there. I look at both, so both of them have meanings to me. They have different levels of resistance and support. But let's start with the adjusted chart. So at the very moment, we are just tightening up in a bigger tightening range into a smaller tightening range here. So you see, big move up, big move down. And we're starting to come back up, and we're just probably going to tighten up. And we have another tightening range right here. Big move down, big move up. You can see this one is just getting even tighter. And we haven't really broken out because of this quadruple top here. So if we do break above this quadruple top, which is looking like an ascending triangle at this given moment, get a pop to over here to this black line. We kind of are right on this black line resistance. You can see rejection, 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 rejection. Yesterday, another rejection. Today, we got it over this morning, but not a lot of follow through from the bulls. So I want to see some bulls play some offense here. See, we have rejected here as well. Rejection, 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 rejection. So this black line is pretty key, even though we are currently above it. Not a lot of bull action because we are above this. Sorry, we're under this ascending triangles resistance right here, right there. So if we can break above that, I'm looking at this black line, which would be this resistance. You can see resistance, 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 prior support, now acting as resistance. That's the next level I'm looking at if we get above this quadruple top. And so that'll be around 1.84 with the adjusted, of course, chart. And longer term picture, we're still in that weekly bear flag overall. Daily, let's see if we're daily have negated that. Daily is still under a bear flag as well. Still can't get over EMA 12 on the daily charts. If we don't get over 0.382, it's going to be continuing to be a bear flag. So if we break above this quadruple top and go up to test that black line, it's still in the bear flag. But if we break through that black line, around that one, this black line here, then we can negate that bear flag and potentially shape up a big enough bounce where bulls now have room to work with for a potential daily uptrend. That would be a good sign for the bulls. Right now, the bounce is still very shallow. Still currently slightly in bear's favor at this given moment. So yeah, the daily M12 is currently acting as resistance still. It's the third time I rejected in the last 3 days with that quadruple top here, coinciding with the daily EMA12. So let's see if we can get over above that. If we can, then we may actually shape up that tiny range where it's like picking up, picking down, and potentially somewhere between here and here that will pop up and maybe chop around like that, but we'll see. We start forming daily uptrends, and then we may get potentially go a little bit higher. But at this moment, no signs of offense going on with the bulls yet. It's a very key level here. If we do roll over, we're looking at this black line support down here, which is not much, just here and here. I'm going to call it support at this moment, but that's all we have at this moment, other than this quadruple bottom where we bounce off of here 3 times as well. So if we do break that, I mean, if we come down here, it coincides with each other pretty much. So this black line and the blue line of this 1.68 support is pretty much at the same spot if we come down to it. We'll see which way it breaks, but if that breaks, then there's really not much support going on until we come down to these historical levels. These blue lines are mostly historical levels. And then if we break all three of that, then we're coming down to the black line, this one, which is this support. Go far away, but we'll see. Let's take a look at 8 hours, see if anything got there. Nope, not very clear. All right, let's take a look at UNG. So UNG here is for tradable ticker for natural gas. Similar idea, tiny range. So what we want to see is at least something like this, where there is a daily uptrend confirming for the bulls, so we can get a little bit more follow through. At this moment, just a slight bounce, and let's see if bulls can show up on, give us some kind of a trend change. Hourly is the bare minimum for trend changes, and you can see we have a big move up, big move down. It's just kind of tightening up into like a ascending triangle here as well. The thing is that we never really broke through this top, quadruple top, so hourly uptrend is not confirmed yet. If we do break above this quadruple top, then it's a confirmed hourly uptrend. At the same time, we're big bullish out of this pattern, so that's good. Then we may actually get a little bit more follow through to that, to this black line happens. That would be at 1.84 zone, so that would be closer to, roughly closer to here, 16.4 for UNG. Yeah, something like around that level. So we'll see if we get that break. And 4 hour currently also no uptrend yet. So we need to break the higher high for an uptrend. So we need to wait, see if we can break above this pivot high. It's at 15.84. If we do, then that's a good sign as well. Break below that. Same thing, we're looking at this quadruple bottom support. Pretty much our last level support is this zone right here for UNG. Right. 8 hours is, let's take a look. 8 hours is, we had a rejection from these EMAs as well on the daily chart on natural gas. Same thing with UNG. Currently still not over it. This teal looking EMA. And there's also a bear flag on the daily at this moment. So we want to break above the EMA, hit that bear flag as well. We're a little bit closer, but still negate the bear flag, confirm hourly uptrend, and for our uptrend. So it's actually quite, bulls are actually quite close to breaking all of that. So, you know, if we just break above today's high with some nice bull volume come in, give us a big pop, you know, bulls will confirm an hourly uptrend. For our uptrend, it will also confirm. And you're like close to 2% from negating the bear flag. If we negate the bear flag, then we're likely looking closer to this 50% retracement mark. So yeah, so let's see if bulls can show up tomorrow or Thursday to rocket out of this level. If not, bears are just gonna bring them back down potentially. You know, just continue that flag, that bear flag, chop around here before it decides where it wants to break. So we'll see. Yeah, getting a bit close, but they'll need the bulls to play offense here to pop it. All right, let's take a look at oil. If you guys know anything, feel free to subscribe, like, and share. And there's a Patreon link below as well for if you guys want to support the channel or have any one-on-ones or have a 15-minute free call to see if you guys want to learn how to better your trading. All right, so oil is breaking out after getting out of this resistance, triple top. You can see this is a long-term resistance, long-term support, and now it's breaking out of it. The longer it stays in a pattern, the more substantial it is when it breaks out. So this was like what, from last year June, so about 9 months. After 9 months tightening range, it broke out. So getting a little bit of follow through. We're looking at pretty much the next level support, next level of resistance, right at 78.87, which is right here. This quadruple top. we break that, I'm looking at 80, then 81.3. Then we're at all-time highs. Sorry, not all-time highs. 52-week high test right here. See about that. About 3%, 4, 7. Yeah, it's a decent breakout. No signs of slowing down yet for the bulls, even though we did make a slightly upper wick. But let's zoom in to take a look to see what happened there. Okay, just a slight rejection. Double top and then pull back a little bit. No big deal for the bulls. As long as the higher term time frame are still intact, bulls are okay at this given moment. Yeah, hourly trend will be our guide as long as hourly EMA 12 is acting as support. No red flags for the bulls. Let's see, bounce off of it, bounce off of it, bounce off of it here again, and we'll see if it bounces off here again. If this breaks through and we get a big drop, then bears can potentially ship up a little bit of a head and shoulders here on the hourly chart. But at the moment, it's still right on the EMA, so we don't want to be bounce again, just like we did the last 4 times. And we'll see about that. So, all right, US dollar. Big pop in the morning yesterday and give it all back today. Probably just waiting for FOMC for tomorrow. See what the policy is like before it decides to make a big move or not. Yeah. Pretty much came close to this 104.1 resistance. Just this resistance, this resistance, this one, and kind of slightly rejected, but this could change in an instant tomorrow, depending on the policy. This could, yeah, instantly rocket up, break through that, come up to here, or come down all the way to here with just a policy, because US dollar is a macro instrument, so very easily persuaded by especially FOMC meetings. So we'll see about that. But as of now, bulls have a nice bounce where now they have room to potentially ship up the trend change to a daily uptrend. If we pull back all the way to here, 103.6, still no red flags at the moment. Still a shallow retracement, and we'll see if it bounces from there. And the gold, yep, still flagging. Been flagging for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. Still bull flagging because we have not retraced over 38.2% yet. Yeah, not even close. Just dragged to the wrong side. Yeah, not even close yet. We pretty much have a lot of space still. We haven't even tested 12 EMA yet, so just pretty much a big bull flag. And as long as it keeps lagging, we'll know where it keeps lagging, and we'll wait for it to break the prior day's high. You can see every day it's when it flags, it just means usually it won't break above prior day's high. When it does, that's when it wants to attempt to break the bull flag higher. It's probably waiting for FOMC tomorrow as well, because the dollar, whichever way the dollar going to go, will also likely affect the strength of gold as well. So if the dollar tanks, then it'll be good for gold and metals. They will likely head a little bit higher. And if you're a bear, you want to see the dollar skyrocket for this potentially to break, to negate that bull flag and go lower. And let's see, take a look at silver. Silver getting really close to the black looking line. Pretty much, we can say it did already test it. Support and resistance are an area, and you can see we probably over here. This long-term top resistance, rejection. And we are pretty much just right there as again, rejection here and slight rejection here again. So big picture, we're trading at the top of the range, resistance, and big picture support. Big broadening wedge. Let's take a look here. Doesn't mean it's game over here. It's still in striking distance as well. This is just a very shallow pullback. Big move up. Shallow pullback, daily uptrend confirmed. Shallow pullback, this could just be another continuation of the daily uptrend at this moment. So no red flags here at the moment, unless we start breaking down through here. we start to break down here, then that's going to be a big enough drop for bears to potentially shape up a head and shoulders, which is a bearish pattern that may come from a daily uptrend. So as long as the retracement is pretty shallow, as of now, it's still okay. No signs of red flags. And same with gold. We'll be waiting for FOMC tomorrow to see if what the policies are like, which will affect the dollar and will also affect silver. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Feel free to ask any questions and comment below. And feel free to check out the links below. Check out the Patreons and support the channel or anything. Have a great rest of you guys this week. I'll see you guys either Thursday or Saturday for more updates.